Hey guys, it's Will. It's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. You know what it is. A huge thank you, I have to say, before I get started here, to our new subscribers. We're really close to 1,000 subs. That's super exciting and super crazy because, like I said in a couple, I don't know, I said maybe like a month or two ago in one of our videos, in like March of this year, maybe we had like a couple hundred subs, and now we're almost at 1,000. So that's totally crazy, and I thank you so much. A huge thank you to everyone who's been sharing our stuff. That really helps a lot. So yay, thank you. And if you're here and you're not subscribed, hey, guess what? You can hit that subscribe button. That really helps us out. We have a lot of cool content coming up. I've already done one interview that is not up on the channel yet. I have 2 more interviews next week. I have another one scheduled for I think like in 3 weeks, and then there's another one that I'm still working on scheduling, and they're all, I don't want to announce those quite yet. I'll probably announce them on Instagram, but they're all really exciting, and I'm super excited for them. I just want to make sure we get them in the can and stuff before I start telling everyone about them. So I'm here today with a super awesome mystery unboxing. What someone sent this in to me. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Before I get into that, I do want to give a shout out to Amflet Reviews, who is a fellow YouTuber and a DVD and Blu-ray collector. He's in the UK. He's got a really cool collection of stuff from all around Europe and stuff like that. And he did a video recently on Hard Boiled and The Killer, talking about watching those movies and kind of like a review, John Woo kind of stuff. And he gave a shout out to me for like a thank you for posting a lot about Hong Kong cinema and helping him find new movies and stuff like that. And I watch a lot of his videos. And his video on Drive was actually really helpful for me. Drive, the Mark Dacascos film, because I hear about that movie all the time. And obviously I know who Mark Dacascos is, but I've never seen that movie. And he did like a pretty good review of it with like footage from it and stuff like that. So it's very helpful for me to get like a feel for that movie and things like that. And then I also want to give a shout out to the Foo for Thought podcast. I've become friends with them on Instagram. Kind of like haphazardly. I think I just kind of messaged them about something random, and we just have a lot of common. We like a lot of the same movies. We do a lot of the same stuff, so we became friends. And their podcast is really super fun. They do, I think, 1 movie per podcast. So they'll do one on like Wheels on Meals or like 5 Deadly Venoms or whatever, and they just talk about the movies. And there's different levels of expertise among the people on the pod. Like there's one person who hasn't seen a lot of the movies, one person who's seen some of them but not all of them, and another one is like a big time expert. And it's just a really fun rapport. They have a very good like relaxed kind of feeling to the podcast, and their Instagram is super great. Lots of fight scenes and martial arts stuff if you're into that kind of thing on Instagram, like the clips and everything. So I'll put the links in the description below where you can check that out. But them sharing our stuff and me becoming friends with them has really helped this channel a lot. So thank you to that. So mystery unboxing. Hell yes. So this was sent to me by FJ DeSanto, who I have become friends with on Instagram, who is like an absolute OG Jackie Chan movie. Like I think he saw Armor of God in theaters. That was like his first Jackie Chan movie. Went back and saw all the old stuff. He's been seeing all this stuff since then. Like he's met Jackie Chan. Like he knows Rick Myers. Like he's an absolute like real deal Hong Kong cinema fan. And he works in the film industry too, I think, in LA. So he has like some connections to stuff through that. And he's just an awesome guy. And like he always helps me with like if there's stuff that I don't know about, you know, the climate of these films in the 80s, or like what was showing in theaters, or like what was popular at the time, 80s, 90s, whatever, you know, like when I was a kid and just getting into this stuff. He's very helpful. He always like volunteers information to me, like sends me lots of messages. He's a super cool guy. And so he sent me this box. He sent me a message. He's like, hey, I'm going to send you something. Now, he previously sent me the Blu-ray edition of Throwdown from Eureka, which is right here. And he sent me a couple surprises in that box, including this edition of Wheels on Meals, which if you don't know, Wheels on Meals is maybe my favorite Jackie Chan movie, which makes it one of my favorite movies ever. How cool is this? And then he also sent me Miracles, Canton Godfather. This release with the slip. These are both slipcase releases too. On DVD, which is super cool. So as you might not know, I'm like collecting as many editions of movies as I can. That's part of what we're doing with Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society, is we're trying to amass all these editions from these movies all around the world, with hopefully the goal of someday having like a library of some kind or a museum or something like that, just so all this stuff is preserved somewhere and so people can kind of check it out and see it. And we can like, you know, make videos where we compare the audio quality of different releases of different movies. Also, I cut all my hair off. Fun fact, because in my last video, my hair was really long and messy, and a couple people messaged me or commented and were like, hey, you need to cut your hair. And I was like, cool, thanks. So I did. What do you think? Let me know. I cut my own hair. So he messaged me and he's like, I'm going to send you a box in the mail. And I was like, cool. And something showed up literally the next day. And I was like, well, that can't be it. There's no way it came that fast. So I opened it and I was like, hey, that is it. So I'm going to dig into it and I'm going to show you what is in here. Should we check it out? Let's do it. Dun, 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 dun. So let's start with, I just told you that Wheels on Meals is one of my favorite movies ever. Look at this. Hell yes. This is like the old school DVD release. But what's cool about it is it has, you might not be able to see that because of the glare, but it has like a, almost like a etching type thing of like the, something like an image from the movie on there. So I now have, I think, like 5 copies of this movie, and they're all different editions, which is super cool. Next we have, this is something I'm very excited about. The Bride with White Hair. Hell yes. I've never seen this edition before of this movie. And this is a movie that, this is going to sound really odd. So this is Bridget Lin, Leslie Chung, directed by Ronnie Yu, if you're unfamiliar with this film. This is coming out very, very soon on Blu-ray, I think, from Eureka. And so, there's the back again in the front. This is a movie that this was like in 2010. I first signed up for Netflix. And the reason I signed up for Netflix was that I was trying to see as many Hong Kong movies as possible. And I'd already gone through every single one at the local video store. So I signed up for Netflix, and I basically just started ordering. This was before streaming, so it was all DVDs. I just started putting everything in my queue that was from Hong Kong, like indiscriminately. And I watched, that was the summer of 2010. I watched dozens, if not hundreds, of Hong Kong movies that summer. And I honestly cannot remember certain movies that I like, did I see that one or didn't I see that one? Like with the Jackie Chan stuff from the 70s. I think I mentioned that on the channel before. Like, I know I've seen Magnificent Bodyguards. Obviously, I've seen Drunken Master. Snake and Evil Shadow I actually saw in theaters a couple years ago, in addition to other times I've seen it. So I know I've seen that one. But like Fearless Hyena, like New Fist of Fury, a couple of those other movies, Spiritual Kung Fu, which I actually have right here from 88 Films, Hell to the Yes, review of that coming soon. Look at that. Are you kidding me, Kung Fu Bob? Stop it. You're making us all look bad. Because the work you do is just so good. So, I can't remember if I've seen this movie, because I know I saw other, like, I know I saw Chinese Ghost Story, and I know I saw like an other kind of movie like that. And so it's just like, it's all mixed in my head, because it was like 10 years ago. I've seen so many movies since then. So very excited to have that and to watch it again. Here's a movie I have never even heard of. The Avenging Fist. So look at this artwork. Hell yeah, that looks incredible. Because it's like, what is it? Is it like, this guy looks like he stepped out of an anime, but you've got like the classic kind of cityscape thing going on here. And then pretty cool looking disc here. And so let me just read you the description of this movie, because when I read it, my head exploded a little bit, and I'm really excited to watch it. Scientists' experiments on Power Glove are on the verge of success. Power Glove is designed to activate the unknown power in a human's brain to empower the force of human beings. Special Agent Dark, Thunder, and War 21 are the only survivors in that experiment. Ambitious War 21 gets evil. He captures Thunder with a Power Glove and disappears. He has become Dark's fugitive for 20 years. 2 decades later, War 21 comes back with brainwashed Thunder and his underground troops aiming to rule the world. What? Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch this movie as soon as I can. So huge thank you for sending me this, because like I said, I never even heard of this movie. And you might recognize this guy right here. I don't know, can you see that? Let me see if I can focus you on him. You see that guy? I don't know, maybe you know who that is, maybe you don't. I think he's famous. So what else do we have over here? Ooh, Speak of the Devil, Throwdown. This is a DVD edition. This is super cool. So this is a movie I've never actually owned, and this is one I saw. So in like 2000, I think like 2012 or so, I was like really obsessed with Johnny To. My history with Johnny To is I saw Election and Exiled and Election 2 when they first came out on DVD in the US, which I think was like 2006, 2007. I absolutely loved those movies. And so I slowly started kind of like looking for other Johnny To movies, and then in 2011, I think it's 2011 or 12, that to me was like the glory days of half.com. If anyone remembers half.com, that was like the best place in the world to buy DVDs. I got Johnny To movies on there for like, I got PTU for like 75 cents. And I got Exiled for like $1. I got Drug War on Blu-ray. This was like a little bit later, but I got Drug War on Blu-ray for like $5 or something like that. So I blew through like a butt ton of Johnny To movies in that time, both stuff from Netflix and stuff I was buying online. And so I saw this movie, and I think I got Full Time Killer for like $2 too. It's interesting how half.com shutting down and the rise of social media has created like this culture of like I was looking for Magic Cop on DVD on eBay the other day, and it's $100. And I'm like, what? Like, you could have gotten that movie on half for like $5 or $10 maybe. And like the same is true of like some of the, I mean, even some of the stuff I have behind me that I've gotten for like $2 to $5 that now people are trying to get like $50 for. Like, I have the out of print City on Fire DVD from Hong Kong, and I saw someone on Amazon trying to get like $60 for that. I got it for like $250 or something. It's just crazy to me. Anyway, so Throwdown, Johnny Toe. How cool is this? This is super cool. And the Eureka Blu-ray, like I said, is right here, so you can compare and contrast there. But I did a review of the Eureka release, so I'll go to the channel and check that out if you feel so inclined. Like, what is going on behind me? I'm making such a mess here. It was not my intention to start pulling all this stuff out from the pile, so I'm just making a mess of my life. So what else do we have in here? What should I pull next? There's like, the box just keeps going. Okay, so this is something I'm really excited about because this is not a movie I own, but it's a movie that's totally awesome and that everyone should own and see in their lives over and over again. Chinatown Kid. And this is like if you've seen these are like these like really classic, like amazing Shaw Brothers DVD releases with the cases that pull out like this. And I only have one other one of these, and it's Death Duel. And I got it because I was an intern at Lionsgate, like when I was in grad school. I was reading scripts for them, and someone sent them a box from China, and I don't know if it was like they were trying to get like a distribution deal with them, or like I don't know what the deal was, but I went in the break room one day and there was this box with this return address in China, and it had the Death Duel DVD in it, and it had a bunch of Chinese tea and like Chinese snacks and crackers and stuff like that, and it was just like, free, take this if anyone wants it. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take that, like, duh. So there you go. That's how I ended up with Death Duel. Chinatown Kid. This is the cut version of this movie, which I didn't realize there was a longer version of this movie. So shout out to King Wei, who also did the King Wei 2001 on Instagram. Go check him out. He did one of our 10 Hong Kong horror movies lists that we published a couple weeks ago. And he messaged me on Instagram, and he's like, there's a 2-hour version of Chinatown Kid, or it's 30 minutes longer or something like that, that was released in Hong Kong. So this is the 90-minute or like 86-minute version. But I'm super, super excited to watch this. And now with my all-region, multi-region, whatever you want to call it, DVD Blu-ray player, I could get down on it, and I'm very, very excited. So that's that. Now we're getting into some really interesting stuff because we have VCDs in here. Check it out. Famous or infamous, depending on your perspective, Island on Fire, Jackie Chan, Andy Lau, and all the other regulars who are... I'm having trouble seeing the reverse image here, but like, yeah, Tony Leung is in this movie, Sammo, and Jimmy Wang. And so I haven't seen this movie in years. I watched like the first 10 minutes of it on Amazon maybe like 6 months ago or something, but I haven't like sat down and really watched it in a long time. So I'm really, really excited about this. And check this out. Check this case out. It's like a unmarked clear CD case. Disc 1. And we flip that over, and we have disc 2. And look at that, like the pink and like the flames and stuff. That is so cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited about that. This brings me back to like my glory days in high school of like, I guess high school and college, of like collecting CDs, not VCDs, but like actual CDs, and like all the different ways that they used to package and case them and stuff like that. So there you go. And then finally, the thing that I'm maybe most excited about, and you're gonna have to tell me in the comments what I should do about this, because this is still sealed. It is Blood Brothers, the absolutely classic Shaw Brothers film, VCD, in this fancy ass case, like slip case, still sealed, and with the price tag on it. Like, what? This is incredible. It's digitally restored, as it says here, and I am so excited about this. And I know this is like a collector's item, so I'm like, do I open it? I don't even know. Like, should I watch it, or should I mean, movies are meant to be watched, so I'm inclined to be like, fuck it, I should just open it and watch it. But I'm also kind of like, I don't know. It's like so cool that I don't know if I should. I only have one other Hong Kong movie that is still sealed, and it is a Japanese DVD edition of, I think, Accidental Spy, the Jackie Chan film. I got it at Amoeba in Hollywood for like $1.99, and it's sealed, and it has the Japanese price tag on it still and everything. And I'm like, I have that movie on DVD. Like, it's probably better to just leave that as it is. Because it's cool that one of the things I think is really cool about it is it has the Japanese price tag with like the yen and everything on there. And as you may know, I lived in Tokyo, so that's kind of like a cool thing for me to have. So my name is Will. That is my super amazing mystery boxing from FJ DeSanto, who has been a huge friend to me and to Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society in general. So thank you for sending me this. I really am into like amassing and collecting all of these editions that I can. So if you're trying to get rid of anything, if you need to save space, you can send us stuff, or you can offer for me to buy stuff from you. We don't make a ton of money from this channel, and I'm on strict orders from my wife not to dip into our personal finances to finance this channel. But yeah, I mean, if anyone's got anything, hit us up. Let us know. My name is Will. Thank you for watching.